Well, g'day everybody. Look who's there. Not me over here, but I can't point. It's Renaud. Hello.
Hello, Don. Hello,
Well,
everyone.
yeah,
Yeah, hello
yeah. Well, this is
from Horn Island.
yeah, exactly. So a bit of a surprise, and now there's quite a group there. Kerry's there, and Dan's turning up.
Yeah, Kerry's arrived this morning, and Dan just arrived a few seconds ago. This is why I did not take the live few minutes ago. Just take a
Yeah,
picture of it, and now I have time.
yeah. Okay. Well, it's great to hear. I mean, it's funny because I just calculated your average speed, and so on 130 miles a day from
Yeah,
Fiji, an
yeah,
average speed of about 5.5 knots. And I
yeah.
don't know how to slow you down. You're going to be in Cape Town in October.
That was the goal for Kerry when we start in Antigua. He said all around the world in 9 months. No, I just
Anyway,
it is just a joke. I don't know. I don't count the speed and the average speed, but it's not so much difference as Kerry, who is just maybe an hour after me. So I
yeah,
think all the boats, all the top leader have about the same speed. I spent many days at sea with Dan. Then he take another option, unfortunately for him, and then we stay many days with Kerry. In the morning was 16 miles, in the afternoon it was 21, then the next day it was 19, and then it went 23. So that means all of us now have exactly the same average of speed, and this is very fantastic as a tactic sailing to organize where to go with the wind, with the current, and also organize the sleeping. And yeah, this first, I said 3.1 thought the leg from Wunda to here is an amazing one. I think it is the top one from the start of the race.
yeah. Well, it was fun to watch, and we could see, there's the groups forming again, and there's four of you in the lead group again. It's Peeler
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well, and you guys, and it
yeah.
looked fun for me. It must have been good to have that sort of, I just call it hot competition. Pretty much all the way.
Definitely, definitely. And we had the tactic to get out of the lagoon in Fiji. Then we have the tactic for the first system, turn first northwest then southeast, and then we have the whole of wind near the indispensable reef, and even in the southeast trade wind, it was quite interesting to see the movement of the wind turn left or right 10 degrees during the day, and not staying too much long under the cloud. And that was very nice. It was really a good leg for tactic. Yes, that's the
Yeah.
word. And then the cherry on the cake is the entrance into the Barrier Reef. Um, as we are racing and we were quite close together, it was no point for me to wait. The sun is going up, so unfortunately I have the tide against me. I think about 2 knots, because usually when you surf on the waves you go to 7-8 knots, and at this time surfing on the wave that was to 5.5 knots. So it was just like sailing in a river. And at the moment the, the I don't know the word in English, the deep of the sea came
Yeah.
from 1,000 to 200, and then to 200 to 20, and 20 to 9 meters. The waves start to be completely disorganized, uh, was faster than the waves. So it was for 10-15 minutes very very tricky. On my tracking, on my navionics tracking, I have two or three turn right or left at 180 degrees. one or
Oh,
two one or two waves in the cockpit, but the boat was closed, so it was really safe. It was nothing have been dangerous. The entrance there is very wide, few miles. You don't have reef, too shallow reef. What is important is to keep enough space both sides if you go at 180 degrees, because the waves push your back somewhere.
yeah.
Uh, then then I think the navionics is quite accurate with the where are the reef. because at night you have no possibility to see the reef, even with the moon. I think we are too low on the water. 1.5 meter is not enough to have the enough perspective to see the reefs. So Navionics was good, and yeah, nice sailing in the color of the water was just fantastic. Uh, and but it was a bit hard because before I arrived here, I did not sleep so much the last maybe 28, 30 hours. So it was a bit hard, and was happy to arrive last when it was end of the night.
Yeah, yeah. I got
Yeah,
to say, I was really happy to see you and see you, Dan, Kerry, Pila, continuing on because I remember the conversations here in Vuda with all the entrants. Everyone's like, "Oh, it's the reef and this, that, and the other." But at the end of the day, I think it's working out okay.
yeah.
Touch wood.
I think if you have 30 knots south trade wind southeast and maybe 2 or 3 meters of swell, and you are going against the tide,
Oh
then
yeah,
maybe you have problem. Maybe,
yeah, yeah, for
but
sure. Just for that sort of 3 mile gap. Yeah,
yeah, exactly. Even less than 3 miles. It's just at the first step going in the reef. But
yeah,
as I said, it's wide enough. So if I think if you take really care to be protected by the grit outside reef first to cut the swell, then you have only the wave from the tide and the wave from the wind, not the swell. So I think it's something possible, but I don't wish to do it.
yeah, exactly. So you must be feeling pretty good for a few reasons. One of them just getting in through the reef and being at Thursday Island. That must feel good, you know, like
Yeah,
relaxing.
I am really happy for this. But first of all, I'm really happy to be able to sail close to the others and to race really with the others. This was my goal and the most important things to do. I am really happy because now we have 3 or 4 boats. We have exactly the same speed and the same potential
Yeah,
to go ahead for the remaining of the race. And yeah, that's great.
yeah, and it really, I just sort of saw it. I mean, the Coral Sea and all that has a different feeling, but it's still sort of trade winds, but it just feels a bit different. You know what I mean? Like it looked like a very enjoyable sail from Vuda to the Barrier Reef. That's the impression I got from all the entrants. What would you say? Is
Sorry,
it different? Okay, would I feel by watching the entrance that sailing the Coral Sea, from Vuda to the
oh,
Barrier
yeah,
Reef is
yeah.
completely different from the other side of the Pacific. It's a more gentle feel.
Yeah, it's completely different because we had a first system before Vanuatu to make the negotiation of the full change of wind, and then we have a second system with the jury, which was the indispensable reef to choose to go north or to go south, and then we have a third thing to take in consideration was very important. It was the current. Sometimes we have 1.5 knots current with you, and it was maybe 5 miles more north or 5 miles south. So you have to have your own indication to find where is the current, and to look with the waves and to look with the heat. There is many possibility to know where the currents, or to try to know where the current. And the sea, when you arrive in the coral sea, the waves are different. The waves are shorter. The waves are more aggressive. The waves does not go so fast. So it's very funny to sail with this and to get small surfs with the small waves. Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's going to get different again. When you leave there, it changes all along the top. When you get to the Arafura Sea, it's all wind waves. There's no swells, sort of thing. Anyway, but that's sorry.
Yeah,
So you,
yeah.
so you,
Arafurasi will be another story. I am working on now from 1 week to see how the wind is going, currents, and the main problem, the fishermen's.
yeah,
And
yeah,
yeah, and yeah, this is another story. But I don't think to go to cocoa killing we will have more than one system to to negotiate. But of what I've seen, I am happy to have not choose to go to Darwin.
Yeah, 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 exactly. I just heard from Kerry before. They're waiting to the customs are waiting for Dan to come in, and they're going to clear you all together. Is that right?
I don't really know. That nowadays I am on the Australian Border Force shoulders to know exactly the procedure, how it will goes, and when and where, uh, and how we will go there, because we have only no dinghies and I'm not playing with crocodile. And
Yeah,
if there are any, I don't know. So just this morning, we have a message from Kerry and then a confirmation from Dan that they've been in touch with the Border Force of Australia and they will do something grouped together all the three, but I don't know when.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's cool. So you look pretty good. How was life on board this time? Was it too hot, or how was the lifestyle on board for this leg?
Uh,
Like for you, living on board for this leg.
yeah. So as I said, for each leg or each part of leg, I start yesterday and I arrived today. So it was a long journey, cut with eating, cooking, and sleeping, and tactical. And after 1 or 2 days, 3 days, you lose completely for myself. I lose completely what time it is and what day I am and. Not the month and not the year.
Yeah,
only the day. I lost the day for Graham. I made two mistakes when I called him. Even this morning, I was wrong with the UTC date again. Well, so how? Yeah, it's nice. Capuchinette is all the class 580 are small, but you have everything is near you. You have all your food. You have all your small comfort, if we can talk about comfort. Uh,
yeah.
no,
Okay.
that's great. That's great. Life is good.
So how about the boat? Boat's in good condition. Everything's fine.
Um, I've made a hole in my A5, but it's okay. I have made a hole in my mainsail, but it's okay. It's my mistakes. It's not the problem of the. It's not a technical problem. I have few things to change on the boat, to turn the ropes or put some grease somewhere or lubricant on in some places, but nothing special.
Yeah, yeah, that's cool. No, that's
No,
good to hear. So everything's pretty cool. I mean, you've done really well. You're hanging
yeah,
on to your lead.
yeah,
Kerry's breathing down your neck. I haven't heard his stories yet, but yeah, you're doing a great job.
yeah. I just want to say, you said I do it pretty cool, that great, and so and so. It was not easy.
Yeah,
It can be easy. I can see the comment on Facebook, and some followers say things. Yes, when you look on Facebook on YV3, you follow a line. You see, oh, he's going fast. He's 5.6. Oh, he gained 2 miles. Oh, he lost 5 miles. Oh, what's happened? Blah blah blah. You are on your sofa. You have a beer on the left hand, and that's great. But on the boat, you don't have any second without the movement of the boat. You don't have any second that your attention must be on your safety. You don't have any second to to make a mistake in the choice of the tactical or to choice of the speed. Do I have to put out again a reef? Do I have to take one? Do I have to change the jib? Do I put the A7? You have all the time. You have all those questions in your head, and yes, it's difficult. Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. I can see you have put the notice of race for the next event with the class 580. I've seen this. I did not read them because it's not my interest. I prefer try to finish this one first. uh, but yes, for all the ones who do this, yeah, this is
oh
this is
yeah,
a fantastic race, but it's a difficult one.
yeah. The dream sometimes is more challenging than the reality, because the reality is not a dream; it's hard work, and that's the
Yeah, yeah,
biggest problem. Honestly, that from our perspective, telling the world and followers
yeah,
about the MGR. you guys and girls make it look too easy. It's not your fault, but people assume that it's all very easy, and I know it's not. Because I understand sailing, and that's the
It's
biggest
not.
challenge we have: getting the story out that yes, I arrived, it's all fine, but shit, there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going on all the time.
No,
You
it's
know?
not. You can see my eyes after
Yeah,
only 17 days and a good sleep, a good night last night, 4 hours. You can see my
yeah,
eyes. 4 hours
yeah,
was a good sleeping from from Bunda in one way without waking up. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's
It
cool.
was yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah.
difficult.
Hey, can you take the phone outside into the cockpit and just show us around? Show people Horn Island. Can you show us
Oh
the
yeah,
anchorage?
yeah. I'll turn the I don't know the word. Up,
The phone. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You got the phone.
So
Just take it outside if you can pick it up. And
up.
I'm assuming it's a phone, or is it an iPad?
Okay. So you are inside Capucinet
Yep.
first.
Looks very tidy. Looks very
Okay.
tidy.
And then hello
Wow.
Dan.
Look at the blue.
Hello Dan. Hello Thursday Island at the end there. And then you have the small reef here in the hole. And
Okay, it's a bit windy. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good to see. That's a bit of fun. I know that blue. I know that blue. It's a very subtle blue. Not like the deep blue.
you mean the blue of the sea?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Yeah.
yeah. The when you come in the Barrier Reef, the color of the water is different.
Yeah.
Um, it's more light pastel blue.
Yeah.
In some place you are on the waves, you are surfing on the small waves, and you surf, but you can see the corals under your keel. So maybe you have 3 or 4 meters under your keel only of water,
Yeah.
but uh, but it's safe, and this is just something amazing.
Yeah. 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 Okay. I'd be so tempted to stop and go for a swim, but anyway,
Sorry, what?
I'd
Sorry.
be very tempted to stop for a few days and just hang out on the reefs. I know that area, well, not real well, but I've spent plenty of time there, and it's so
Yeah,
beautiful in the Barrier Reef. It's quite amazing, especially the top
yeah,
end where you are.
yeah, yeah. When I was along the long one near the Solomon, the indispensable reef,
Oh yeah.
when I look to the map, and I take few minutes to go on internet to see this reef, I said, oh, it's a pity that we cannot stop there. I
Yeah.
think to stop in this reef, it should be just amazing. It's a long
Yeah.
one.
It
It's
would
about
be.
100 miles, and they have 3 reefs and few
Yeah.
entrance. Should be very nice to stop there.
I know the one you mean because I looked at it and I didn't even know it was there. I've been up there once, but further to the east when we went up. And it's exactly what I said when I was doing the track. I said, God, check out this reef. It'd be unbelievable to go up there and just hang out for a while. But anyway, one day.
Yeah, yeah, maybe,
All right.
maybe.
Well, that's fantastic, Renaud. Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't know how we're going to slow everyone down. I mean, the whole fleet, everyone's moving really fast. It's quite amazing. So,
Yeah,
and good to see you having a good time. But don't worry, I understand how much work it is.
yeah.
Hard yakka. Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to get across?
Just to say thank you to all the followers, et puis bonjour à tout le monde en français. C'est seulement en français qu'on prononce ici. C'est une course anglophone, mais and yeah, all great, and hello to Jane as well.
Yeah. Well, and if you want to tell more in French, if you want to go for it, just waffle on
I,
and tell people.
I will do something on the Facebook. It just start to
Yeah.
make a monologue in French alone,
All right, sounds good. Okay, well that's fantastic. What I'm going to do, seeing we're here, we've got one going. I'm going to just pull the tracker up and just have a look at everyone quickly, just to update them because I did one a couple of hours ago, but we've got another position. So while we're here, we might as well do that. Yeah, so you can hang out if you want, and I'm just going to swap it over to the to the tracker, and there'll probably be three of us there. Yeah. Now I've got to go solo on that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So
Okay. See you later, Renaud.
see you.
Okay.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye. So while I'm there, Renault's gone. That was a lot of fun. So I'm just going to, you're on the tracker, I'm on the tracker. There's been a position that came in about an hour ago, about an hour old, but Pila's well and truly on her way. She's come, she's about, I think it was about 40 miles or something from Thursday Island at that point. So she's about another 8 hours from 12 o'clock or something like that. And we got Jacob and Adam boring down, following Mark, going through exactly the same way. It was very interesting hearing Renault's impression of the whole thing. And he's right, this is the area where it gets a bit funny. And if the tide is going in with you at the time, it's not too bad, even with 3 meters and 25, 30 knot breeze behind you, you'll go. But as soon as the tide turns, they do go wind over tide and makes them roll over a bit, which can create a bit of excitement. Not necessarily unsafe if you know what you're doing, but little boats. So Jacob's doing 4.8, 123 to go for the last 24 hours, rather. Adam's boring past Jacob. Not sure why. Maybe it's the breeze that's there. Jacob's being a bit more conservative. So that's 10 miles better in the last 24 hours, and the others, not a lot will have changed. Everyone's hanging in back there. You can see the relative positions. I sent a message to Gary. I should have thought of this before, because everyone's going to be in Thursday Island, but he's destined for Darwin and then finish with the race. So I just sent him a message. Hey Gary, if you get your updates done, why don't you stop in Thursday Island with all the other crew, have a bit of fun, and when they leave to go to Cocos, you can leave to go to Darwin, because otherwise you'll say straight past them all and miss a bit of fun. Eric's making good progress up north. I think that's all I really need to say. So I'll just check. I didn't see any questions per se for. Here we go. I didn't see any questions per se for Renault, but I'll just check here now. Amazing job. Yeah, it was. Thanks. Thanks for calling, Renault. We're all excited to see any glimpse of your magnificent journey. Yeah, it's pretty cool, eh? It's interesting. I didn't say anything, and he brought it up, just saying how tough it was. That's part of the course. It is tough. We all know that. And the whole fleet is making it look too easy. It's hard work. And I hope that sinks into people as they get further on around the world. They're all doing an amazing job. Anyway, I'll send you out on Renault's picture, if that's it. Yep, there he is in Buda, where he just came from. So thanks for that, and we will see you again. We might hear from Kerry or Dan later on. We're going to try and get them up every time when they arrive and see what happens. Okay, we'll see you later.